Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show 20. I'm your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. Before we actually jump into action, you see the bracket here in the background, but I want to cover some housekeeping items. So, realistically, we started this series at a time where I thought demand would be kind of up because the real Major League season was starting, but we're not getting a ton of views. So my plan is to wrap this series at some point in the relatively near future, especially if we win the World Series this year. I think I might move on to a different kind of playthrough series with a different game. I'm actually thinking of Stardew Valley for anybody who's familiar with that one, but we'll see what happens. Not making any guarantees yet, but just want to throw that out there. So drop a comment if you have any ideas for kind of next steps in this series or an additional playthrough series of content, and we'll kind of see what shakes loose. But anyway, what we've got here, you see the bracket there with some wild card games coming up. We're going to sim through those, and then we will take a look at game one of the ALDS. But the Phillies take the first game against the Padres here, 11-5. It was close until the seventh and eighth inning when the Phillies put up 9 runs over that stretch. The Padres with 5 runs in the 8th, but it was just too much for them to try and overcome in that one. So they're gone. The Phillies will take on the Dodgers. Now in the AL wild card game, it's the Indians taking down the Twins in a heartbreaker for the Twins. They led the game. Indians came back, took the lead in the 8th. The Twins tied it in the 9th, but then the Indians walk it off in the bottom of the 9th by a score of 4-3, and they will take on the Boston Red Sox in that series. So, that said, it is time to, get into our action, but I think actually the NL games will start before us, so we'll see what happens in Game 1 here in those series as the Dodgers beat the Phillies, and the Braves take Game 1 over the Cardinals. None of that is going to matter to the Tigers if they can't take care of business on their side of the bracket, as we are going out to Comerica Park for Game 1 of the ALDS with the Tigers taking on the Angels. In these shorter 5-game series, Game 1 can be critical for the home team as you kind of lose home field advantage after the first game. So if you drop that one, you can find yourselves in a little bit of a pickle in terms of how the rest of the series will play out, whether you come back on short rest, etc. A look at some of the key players as you see Alex Wilson there on the Angels. Remember, a couple of years ago, he actually pitched pretty well for the Tigers. We let him go to free agency as he didn't even pitch in the majors for us last season, but he's still doing well. And we may see him in this one as we've got a matchup of the aces with Ohtani going for the Angels, Boyd for the Tigers, but we are going to start Game 1 of the ALDS. We get a look at Matthew Boyd's numbers as he's pitched pretty well for the Tigers this year. Won 17 games, a 3.44 ERA, which is a little bit up from where we would like to see it from our ace. A 1.29 whip, also a little higher than you'd like from your ace, but he's a good pitcher, kept us in a lot of games this year. First batter, though, is David Fletcher going up the middle for a single on a 1-2 pitch. And now it's Jose Iglesias. He swings at the first pitch, lines one out to Goodrum. That's the first out. Now we'll take a look at the lineup for the Angels. It was Fletcher batting first at second base, then Iglesias at short, Rendon at third, Trout batting fourth and center, Upton in left, Garcia in right, Burke DHing, Thays at first, and Roberto Perez, the veteran catcher, batting ninth. Next batter was Rendon. A 3-1 pitch is just off the outside black, so it's ball 4, and now first and second, one away. And here comes Mike Trout, the AL MVP for the 2022 season. 0-1 pitch to him. He hits a ground ball to second. They are only going to get the runner at second for the second out of the inning, so now runners on the corners, 2 away, and it's Justin Upton, and he's going to hit a chopper to third. That's going to be handled by Noisy. So Boyd gets out of the jam, and we are going to the bottom of the first as the score is still tied at 0. Now Shohei Ohtani, you see the numbers there. He only threw 196 and a third innings, but he struck out 251 batters. So this guy can absolutely mow him down, and the Tigers are going to have the hands full with him. 1-2 pitch to Delevsky is a slider in off the plate. He gets his hands inside it, and somehow this ball stays fair down the right field line. And with Delevsky's speed, he is going to try for 3, and he is just ahead of the throw for a leadoff triple from the rookie to start off the ballgame for the Tigers. You see again here, this pitch was in on his hands, and it lands directly on the foul line in right field, and he just beats the throw to third. So a great start for the Tigers and an opportunity to get out in front. And it brings up Kristen Stewart, who lifts a fly into deep center field. That's going to definitely be deep enough to score Delevsky, and the throw will be far, far late. And now it is 1-0 Tigers, just one out into the ball game. So the sac fly gets the job done there. Then it's Michael Brantley, ground ball to first. Burke is going to step on the bag, or Thays, I think, is playing first base. That's going to give us a chance to look at the Tigers lineup, as it was Delevsky, Stewart, and Brantley manning the outfield. Kohler at first, Santana DHing, Gonzalez at short. Noisy got the start at third in this one, Grion catching, and Nico Goodrum at second base. That brings up Burke Kohler now with 2 down, and he is out in front of a splitter for the final out of the inning. But the Tigers have the lead here in Game 1 of the ALDS. It's 1-0 after 1. Lori Garcia going to start things off for the Angels, and he goes back up the middle for a base hit, so it's another leadoff base runner for the Angels and a chance to respond. Then it's Ryan Burke. 1-2 pitch, curve down and away. He chased it. That's the first out of the inning and first K for Boyd. Then it's Matt Thays. He chases a slider off the plate away, couldn't hold up. Now 2 down, and we get a look at the brackets as the Boston Red Sox took Game 1 from the Indians, and the Phillies responded, as did the Cardinals in their respective series. So 1-1 apiece in the National League bracket. Now there's Roberto Perez. He's down on strikes to end the inning, so Boyd strikes out the side after the leadoff single. Now on to the bottom of the second. That pitch looked good, but it's a 4-pitch walk to Santana to start off the second. And with 1 away, it's Sheldon Noisy. He's down, chasing that splitter down out of the zone. That's the second out, and second K for Ohtani. That brings up Davy Grion. He got the pitch that he was looking for, but still swings through it, was trying to just kill that ball, apparently. He's down on strikes, and Ohtani gets out of the inning after the leadoff walk, so it's still 1-0 as we head to the third. 1 away for Jose Iglesias. He's going to hit one back up the middle. That seems to be the hot spot for the Angels so far in this one. And they've got a 1-out base runner for Anthony Rondon. He's going to take one through the right side on a 3-2 pitch, and that's going to make it first and second for the Angels and bring Mike Trout to the plate. Another 3-2 pitch is a curve down out of the zone. He wouldn't chase, and now the bases are loaded. 1 away for Justin Upton, and a big opportunity here. First pitch, he's swinging, takes it back up through the middle again. That's going to score 2 runs. The throw is coming to third, but Trout is going to be safe, so it's runners on the corners, 1 away, and the Angels are now out in front by a score of 2-1 on the RBI single from Upton. Then it's Lori Garcia. He's going to lift one into right. Stewart doesn't throw well, so Trout going to tag here, and he is going to score pretty easily to make it 3-1 now with 2 outs in the inning. And the Angels still have a runner on, and it's Ryan Burke coming up. 1-2 pitch to him. He chases a slider away. He struck out again. And that would end the inning, but not before the Angels are able to put up 3 runs and take a lead here as we head to the bottom of the third. Then the Nico Goodrum show begins. It is a 2-2 pitch off the plate away. He gets every stitch of this baseball, though, and that is gone over the left field wall into the bullpen. His first of the playoffs, in his first at-bat of the playoffs, going 389 feet. And that 3-1 lead is now a 3-2 lead as Nico Goodrum gets the Tigers right back in this one. And then it's Les Delevsky. 0-2 pitch. The rookie has ice in his veins as he takes that one through the left side. He's 2 for 2 to start his playoff career. And there he goes. He can fly, and he's going to take second on the first pitch of the at-bat. So a stolen base, and now it's 3-0 pitch to Stewart. That's low for ball 4. That makes it first and second in the heart of the order coming up for the Tigers. So a quick mound visit, and then it's Michael Brantley on a 2-2 pitch. He lifts a routine fly into left center. That's going to be caught. No tag on the play, so now 1 away. Still runners on first and second, and it's Burke Kohler. A 1-2 pitch to him was a slider that was hittable, but he was out in front for his second strikeout. That's 4 Ks for Ohtani. That brings up Domingo Santana. 3-1 pitch was right down the middle. He hits it into right field. Looked like it could have been caught, but it gets down. That's going to score the tying run, and now runners on the corners. And we got to look at the replay again here as people in Vegas are crying foul. There is no way this ball should have got down in front of the right fielder. Look at the route he takes, and then this ball drops directly in front of his glove. Should have absolutely been caught on the fly, but nonetheless, it's a tie ball game, and now Marwin Gonzalez is going to ground out to end the inning. But the Tigers have tied it at 3 as we go to the 4th inning here in Game 1 at Comerica Park. One away now in the 4th. It's Roberto Perez. He twists it up on a slider down and in. That's the 2nd out. Now we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Sheldon Noisy, first batter. He rips one into left. Had one pitch to hit there, but that is going to be caught on the running grab from Upton. Now with 2 away, it's Nico Goodrum. He swings through a slider that was very hittable, and it is going to be 3-3 as we head to the 5th inning now. 1 away for Anthony Rendon. He takes one into left center field. It's going to get down in front of Delevsky. He cuts it off, and here comes the throw to second. It is not going to get Rendon, so it's a 1-out double. And now Mike Trout coming to the plate, and Ron Gardenhire going to put him on to set up the double play, and that'll bring Justin Upton to the plate with 1 out in the inning and a runner in scoring position. And a big opportunity for the Angels here, but on an 0-2 pitch, he hits a ground ball to third, and they go around the horn for the 5-4-3 double play, and it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers as the intentional walk paid off. Now to the bottom of the 5th, Delevsky leading off. He's going to drop down a bunt. It's a good one. Nice play from Rendon, but Delevsky is going to leg that one out for his 3rd hit of the ball game. Now 3 for 3 on the day. The rookie having quite a ball game. 2-2 pitch to Stewart. He checks his swing. It's a called strike 3, but Delevsky with another stolen base as he is absolutely causing some headaches for the Angels in this one. Then it's Michael Brantley. He gets one to hit. Golfs that one into right center field, and this ball is going to get out of here to make it 5-3 Tigers. A huge 2-run shot from Brantley there, just clearing the right center field wall. That pitch was down and in, not necessarily a bad pitch from Ohtani, but in the honey hole for a left-handed hitter, that down and in pitch seems to be a favorite for lefties, and he golfs this one out of here to give the Tigers a 2-run lead. Then later in the inning, it's Santana down on strikes. Through 5 innings, it's a 2-run lead for the Tigers. Ohtani just unfortunately getting hurt by the long ball in this one. Now on to the 6th. It's Garcia to start off the inning. He's going into left center field. It's going to be cut off by Delevsky, so it's a single to start off the inning. Now that's going to bring to the plate Ryan Burke. 2-2 pitch to him. He's going to hit a ground ball to short, and they're going to go 6-4-3 for a big double play there. You know, the Angels obviously wanted to respond in this inning, but that's going to hurt their chances. Then it's Matt Days, 2 away. He goes through the hole. So they might not be done yet now with 2 outs in the 6th. Boyd was at 88 pitches, and they are going to turn to the bullpen in this one. So he gave him 5 2/3, gave up 3 earned. He's responsible for the runner on first, but realistically kind of got knocked around in this one a little bit, but was certainly aided by some key double plays and some big outs as he's going to be in position for a win as they turn to Joe Jimenez, who, you look at his numbers there, the whip is up a little bit, the ERA is up a little bit, he strikes a bunch of guys out. They really just need 1 out from him to get him out of this inning, and it's Roberto Perez in front of a slider there, so he gets him swinging, and that is going to end the 6th inning as we're going to go to the 7th with the score 5-3 Tigers here at Comerica. Now the Angels going to turn to the bullpen as they are turning to Colin McHugh, who is a very similar pitcher to what you got from Joe Jimenez. Lots of strikeouts, but the whip and the ERA are a little bit elevated. Starting things off, Marwin Gonzalez, first pitch, he's going to inside out one into left field, and it's down for a single. Now we take you inside the mind of yours truly. As a 3-2 pitch, I'm thinking if it's up, stay back on it because it might be that curve, that big overhand 12-6, and sure enough, there it is. David Guillon stays back, takes it down the right field line, just fair, past the diving try, and it's going to go to the corner. That's going to make it 2nd and 3rd with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and that is going to lead to the next part of the Nico Goodrum show as he is going deep for the 2nd time in the ball game, and that one really hurts as it's going to make it 8-3 Tigers. A 3-run shot, 402 feet. He knew it as soon as it left the bat, and the Tigers are now out in front by 5 here in the 6th inning. We'll take one more look at the swing from Goodrum, and the follow through as he knew that one was gone with a little bat toss there, and the Tigers out in front by 5 with 1 away in the inning. They're going to turn to Zach Kelly, and this right-hander, hopefully for them, is just going to kind of give them some innings and keep them in this ball game at this stage. But the first batter he faces is Les Dalevsky. He's going to draw a walk, so he's now 3 for 3 with a triple, a walk, and a couple of stolen bases. And he's not done yet. There he goes. Stewart swinging on the pitch and hits it through the right side, so it's first and third now with 1 away, and that brings up Michael Brantley. 3-2 pitch to him. It's a fastball up and in. Didn't get all of this one, but it's going to be deep enough for Dalevsky to try and tag, and the throw from Trout is not going to get him, so it is now 9-3 here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 away, and Bert Kohler coming up. They put Stewart in motion on a 2-2 pitch, but this is going to be a fly ball that's handled by Trout out there in deep right center field. But a big inning for the Tigers as they put up 4 runs to open the lead up to 6 as we head to the 7th inning here at Comerica. And now the Tigers going to turn to Xiaoqing Chang, probably thinking at this point that if he can just get them through the rest of the ball game, they can let the rest of the bullpen get the day off and be in place for another Game 2 scenario where they might need to use them. Now, first batter, of course, David Fletcher takes one into right field. Then it's a 2-2 pitch to Iglesias. Another double play. That one hurts as now it's 9-3, 2 outs in the 7th. And Rendon at the plate. He's down on strikes looking at the curve. We're going to head to the 8th now. The Tigers would go scoreless in their half of the 7th. But it's a 6-run lead at this stage. And Chang trying to just kind of shut things down. A 1-out walk here to Upton on a backdoor slider, or a front hip slider, excuse me. Then it's Ryan Burke. He's going to pop one up. And with 2 down in the inning, that's going to end that threat. So we will head to the 9th. Score 9-3, and the Nico Goodrum show continues as he is going to hit his 3rd home run of the game. That is a 2-1 fastball right down the middle, and he just crushes this ball. His 3rd of the ball game. Have a day, sir. 410 feet on that one. That makes the score 10-3 Tigers, and that is going to be the final in this one, as we will see Chang come on and get the final out here in the 9th, with Fletcher just hitting a ground ball to short. So a key victory for the Tigers in Game 1 of the ALDS as they take it by the score of 10-3, with Matthew Boyd collecting the victory in this one. He only went 5 2/3, but then the bullpen picked him up, and Nico Goodrum just had one heck of a ball game with the 3 home runs. He gets player of the game. Obviously, he had 5 RBIs, and just a incredible ball game for him. Matthew Boyd, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 3 walks. Not his best outing, but he kept him, in a position to win. Ohtani actually pitched fairly well. 6 hits and 2 walks over 5 innings. Not that bad, especially with 7 strikeouts. But he gave up 5 earned, and then Chang came in to get the 3-inning save, giving up just 2 hits and a walk over that stretch. Les Dalevsky also had a good game. 3 hits, 3 for 3 with a triple mixed in there. You see the numbers for the Angels: 10 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, but they hit into 4 double plays in the ball game, and that hurts. Ohtani, like we said, didn't pitch all that poorly, but the runs unfortunately were more than what you would want to see him give up, and then the bullpen really let him down. The Tigers had 11 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts as a team. Dalevsky was 3 for 3, a triple, 2 walks, 4 runs, and 2 stolen bases in the ball game. Kohler struggled. Noisy struggled after we gave him the opportunity to start this ball game. So not what we wanted to see from him. Again, the 3 homers from Goodrum. Brantley hit a solo shot, or a 2-run shot that gave us the lead for good. There you see the stolen bases for Dalevsky. And then Joe Jimenez, good job from him getting the strikeout there in the 6th. And then Chang did a fantastic job out of the pen to let the rest of the bullpen get the night off. So we won that 10-3. But then I screwed up. I accidentally hit the button that would sim the postseason. So I had to go back and kind of finish that game in a quick manage fashion. Goodrum ended up with 1 home run, and we won the ball game, obviously, but the stats are going to be a little bit off as we kind of see those unfold. Nonetheless, not a huge deal. I simmed through Game 2, and we won 4-1, as you can see here, The Angels put up 8 hits, 2 walks, struck out 8 times. They never really got into this ball game until it was too late. We ended up with just 7 hits on the day and 2 walks against 6 strikeouts, but 3 of those hits were home runs, and that was the difference in this one. You had homers from Santana, Grullon, another one from Goodrum, so he's now got 2 in the series instead of 4. But in any case, he's having a heck of a run so far. And then we grounded into just 1 double play. Well, it's hard to ground into a bunch when you only get 7 hits and 2 walks. But in any case, the bats got the job done in this one, but it was the pitching that won us this ball game. As we'll take a look at what the Angels staff did. Canning pitched fairly well, 6 innings, 6 hits and a walk, but the home runs were a challenge for him. Jones came in and gave up a home run as well. And then for us, Balazovic pitched very well. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, just 1 earned. And then Jimenez and Hicks wrapped things up with 2 scoreless innings to finish out the ball game. So we only gave up 8 hits and 2 walks and struck out 8 as a staff. That's good enough to win that one. Now we take a look at the Boston series as they win Game 2, and we're going to simulate through the next ball game. We'll see the results from Game 3 in the NL series here, as the Dodgers take Game 3, as do the Braves. And now we will see what happens with our Game 3 with a chance to sweep the Angels. We'll quick sim that one and see what happens here. So we actually lose this 8-5 after being ahead 5-0. So the bullpen completely fell apart in the 8th and 9th innings, giving up 3 runs in each of those innings to lose this one 8-5. We ended up with 7 hits and 4 walks against 9 strikeouts, but we started the game walk, homer, single homer, I believe. So Stewart and Cooler getting the job done there in the first inning. Then after that, we just kind of went silent offensively, which kind of stinks because if we would have kept the pedal down, we might have been able to win this game. Anyway, 9 hits, 5 walks against 9 strikeouts for the Indians, but they got big days from Trout and Rendon right there in the heart of the order with a 3-run homer to walk it off by Mike Trout in this one. Never want to give that guy the chance to beat you, and unfortunately we did. Mize pitched very well. Meza did a good job, and then Vizcaíno came in and was terrible. Billingsley had the matchups that we wanted, but unfortunately just couldn't get that last out in the 9th, and Trout walked it off. We were hoping to just get through that inning, and obviously that did not work out. A quick look at the numbers for the Angels pitching staff as Barria got rocked, not even able to get out of the 4th inning in this one, but then they got 6 very good innings from their bullpen that kept them in it long enough for them to not only get back in the ball game but actually get ahead. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. We will see Game 4 next time. You see there, the NL series are now both tied at 2, but drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Remember to comment below on kind of what content you want to see going forward, and we will see you all next time.